Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the 8th video in our long series of going through the tarot deck for themagiccabin.com. We're going to go ahead and tackle the deck of coins, the suit, and we're going to go ahead and start with the Ace of Coins. Sorry if I sound a little rough in voice today. It's very smoky from all of the fires. And up here in northern Minnesota, we're getting pretty smoked out by all those Canadian fires and Boundary Water fires. So, pardon my truck driver voice. We're going to go ahead and get started. Get your paper and pens ready. And you can go ahead and take notes as we go. And of course, make sure to like and subscribe so that others that need to learn this deck and have a desire to help others can see these videos. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go through the coins today. We're going to go through Ace through 10. And we're going to start with this one. Now this card is a card of attainment. It's about new enterprises that you're deciding to take on. And the beauty of it is you're going to be destined for success pretty much in anything that you're taking on. Now, remember, we talk about upright and reversed. Reversed meaning if the card shows up in your spread or your layout upside down, it does most times have a different meaning. Now, right now, in the upright position, it's going to indicate some great success with pretty much anything you're beginning to plan or that you're in the midst of planning. And your success will most likely be measured in like material gains, and anything having to do with money, status, fame, or even a combination of all of those. There's also going to be some contentment in that success. You're going to have wealth, great happiness, triumph. So you can see that this card it's like any ace. It's like the thing to have. Now if it was reversed, the same attainment and prosperity you're going to have, but it's actually going to come with a little bit of, pain in the process. There's going to be some jealousy in your environment, some evil intentions perhaps from others, or you're at least going to have it without any peace of mind. So there's going to be a lot of struggle. You'll still succeed in whatever you're planning, so there's a plus there, but it's not going to come with ease at all. So we're going to move to the next one. It's going to be the Two of Pentacles. I'm sorry, I'm used to calling them pentacles. As you see, the coins are always with the pentacle star, the 5 points, always in an upright position. And a lot of times you'll hear that coins will be called pentacles. Some decks refer to it as pentacles, but in most cases they're known as the coins, dealing with wealth and that sort of thing. So let me give you some background actually before we get further, because I think I should let you know that in this suit of the Minor Arcana, this suit represents material wealth, business, banking, power and reputation, along with the people related to these things, meaning like entrepreneurs, highly successful business people who are admired and respected because of this wealth, success, and even social status. So now you kind of have a better understanding of what these coins are. I apologize, I should have done that right before I even started. So now with the Two of Coins, this card signifies good fortune, fun, and even perhaps some good news. But hear this, it also comes with a warning to juggle your financial affairs. So no matter the place that this card turns up in your layouts, it's going to suggest some difficulties that are in store for you. Now, when it shows up in an upright position, it's good fortune and fun. But it's also going to foretell new messages, and most likely they're going to be in written form, and that you're going to be receiving them soon. There's going to be some obstacles or some difficulties with whatever you're taking on, even with a possible hint of embarrassment. but this can also suggest a problem with financial security or wealth. So keep that in mind. Now, if it was in the reversed upside down position, it's not so great. It would mean kind of like a distasteful experience. You're feeling kind of forced to have a good time, so you pretend to have fun, that fake smile kind of environment that you found yourself in. There'll be an exchange of letters, and then there's going to be some juggling of finances and affairs. This can also show the possibility for doubt, maybe some worry and uncertainty having to do again with your financial situation. So keep that in mind. The next one, which is, if I can get this straight. Oh gosh, I hope I can focus here. Come on, baby. Let's focus. Let me see if I get it closer and then move it away. Okay, it's not working so great, so I apologize. But this is going to be the Three of Coins or Pentacles. And this card describes the proficiency in a craft. Now, this could be your profession or even a trade, a skill, but it's going to be something like you're going to make money from something you're making. This too is a huge card for success, and it shows rewards that can be earned from the current or future endeavors. So maybe like card 2, if you've got those plans in place, it's going to work out. Now, it shows the success and ease in learning the skills needed to begin the endeavor too. So maybe you've just had a thought about starting something, but you didn't know how to do it. You had the idea, but not the skill. You're going to have success in learning the skills to make that happen. So if it's in an upright position in your layout, it's going to represent entrepreneurship, skilled labor, or the acquiring of skills and ability to accomplish the endeavor. It's also going to show that whatever you're creating, it's going to be top notch because it's going to be known for the craftsmanship. You're also going to have some success. I can't even speak. You're going to have success in trade or business too. So it might mean that it's something that you're going to make, you list it for sale wherever that area may be, online, physically in a store, or just by word of mouth. And you start a business with that trading going back and forth where you sell and they purchase. It's supposed to be great success in that. Now, personal nobility and rise in the prestige comes with that. So you're going to be known for what you do. However, if it's reversed in your layout, it's actually going to represent pettiness and weakness in both work and the other areas of your life as well. So keep that in mind. The next card is going to be the Four of Pentacles. Now, this card is of the feeling or the need to protect your possessions, your ideas, your secrets. So maybe you've had this idea in your mind, but you're not so comfortable with sharing it quite yet. It's a symbol of holding on to what you have. Do you see how he's like squeezing those coins? He's not letting go. Now, the things that you've earned or even inherited are every right yours. So you are justified for this feeling. And you're feeling the need to protect and guard those things. Now, whether it's justified feeling or not depends on what your other cards in the layout are saying, actually. Because this card can show caution that while resting on your laurels may be comfortable, it's not a way to go forward or prepare for the future. So it's okay to be protective of it. Just don't hold on to it so tight you're smothering those ideas or suffocating them. Now, if it was in the upright position, of course it stands for possessions, gifts, ideas, and holding on to them. But it can also stand for a situation in business or in personal affair with very little worries. So you're going to succeed in it. You're going to have satisfaction in that personal status and taking pleasure in that situation. So make sure you still let it go enough so it can grow. Now, if it's in the reversed position, now this is where it's got opposites. This means opposition, suspense, delays, obstacles coming in your way, even a possible loss of some kind. It can also stand on another side for like quarreling, fighting, particularly with people close to you or the person asking the question. So keep that in mind. Make sure you let those seeds grow. Okay? Now, we've got now the 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Coins, and this card, unlike the others, warns there could be disaster in business, maybe even some materialistic troubles or losses, maybe even poverty. Though there is still a potential for success, there's a much greater potential for disaster, though. Now, you will soon be in a situation where money is tight or where material gains or possessions are going to fall through. Now, in some cases, the problems may be caused by some circumstances out of your control, and in other cases, maybe they're even caused by your own doing. But either way, just watch your step, okay? Now, if it's in an upright position, it stands for financial troubles or even destitution. You will have to want and have poverty. So it means, kind of like you're always going to find yourself in need. There's also going to be some loneliness with that. So maybe you're keeping it to yourself and not allowing others to help you get through this, or there's a sudden loss. And in reversed condition, it would mean disorder, chaos, disgrace, even ruin. So this card really is not a good card in either position. This is not something you're going to want to see in any of your layouts. So put a star by that one, because that's one you don't want. That's not a good card. Now we've got the 6. If I can straighten this baby out here. There we go. Now we have the 6 of Coins. And this card says the previous problems that you may have had are actually solved. And it describes you as being a person who cares about others, and you actually use your prosperity and growth to help others. You're a good person. This card also predicts abundance of material worth with enough to spare. So you see how that bread is going over the pan. That shows that you're going to have more than you need. And what makes you a great person is you're going to decide to take that extra and help others. Now, in an upright position in your layout, it usually means a good time to undertake a praiseworthy action. So like being a great civilian, someone who's always helping out with nonprofits, things like that. And in doing so, remember, good karma, your hopes are fulfilled. You have goodness of heart. You've got gifts, gratification, abundance, prosperity. You've got material wealth with enough to spare. That is such a nice card. Now in reversed, however, if it's in a layout, it's going to show that around you could be a victim of desire, jealousy, envy, even unrealistic illusions for your future. And with that, of course, it's going to come and bring loss, unhappiness, maybe even some fretfulness. So if it's reversed, now, as long as your other cards are in a positive way, of course, it'll minimize that, but keep that in mind and make a note of that. But an excellent card if it's in upright position. Now, we're going to move to the next one. Let me get this straightened out. The 7 of Coins. Now, the 7 of Coins, this card is of profit. And it's specifically of reaping the rewards of what you have sown. Remember, we just talked about karma. Now, it also predicts continued gradual growth. Don't expect, sudden overnight success kind of thing. It's going to be gradual, but it's going to keep going in the right direction. And it's going to be both personal and professional life. And you're going to be having satisfaction in your work. Now, if it's an upright position, of course it shows success, but most likely it's going to be in a financial way because it's going to be a gain in your business or an enterprise, a venture, or an idea. You're going to have profit, gain, money, rewards, all for job well done. So good fortune and goodwill buying towards whoever is asking, or even yourself if you're doing the reading for yourself. But now, if you've got this showing up reversed in your layout, you're going to suffer from money worries, specifically regarding an unwise, let's just say, action, expenditure, or it's going to be a bad loan. And you're going to be asked to make this loan, which is not sure to be repaid. So be careful with your kindness, kind of vet the people that are asking, because this is showing in reverse that there's a risk it's not getting paid back to you. So if you're feeling some anxiety or that gut's telling you something, they're well-founded. Just be careful. So it's going to represent possible bad loans, some pretty hefty losses if you're gambling, and just overall bad luck. So be careful with this card if it's reversed. And the next one is going to be the 8 of Pentacles, or coins. And this says that you know where you're going now, how to get there, whether or not you're realizing it. So this card's kind of giving you a message like, hey, let's kick this thing in motion. So once again, your craftsmanship and your knowledge is key to this success. But just know that having this card come up, it's telling you it's just about on the horizon now, because you can see that everything is in place. All the tools you need, the pencil for writing the idea down, and the money surrounding it all. So you have everything you need. You have the knowledge, you have the skill. Now all you have to do is employ them. So here success is based on your own personal training and experience, and you have fairly and wisely earned the status that you're going to soon have. So you're going to work hard for it, but you're very deserving of it. Now, if it's in an upright position, it means understanding the gain through experience. You actually have a purpose. Now, this foretells employment, commissions, all related to new business. Now, your practiced skills are paying off, and you're even developing some new ones. So just know that all your work is going to be rewarded greatly. Now, if it's reversed, it's just meaning that you're unsure what direction to go in, or you haven't really applied your ambitions or your goals or the work that's entailed to it because you actually have a lack of ambition. Skill is also described here, but it's in the sense of someone being too clever for their own good. Does that ring any bells? The mind is turned more to cunning and intrigue. So be careful, because that also comes with vanity, greed, hypocrisy, maybe some false flattery, okay? So be real. Now the next card is the 9 of Pentacles, coins. And this one signifies order. It also shows security in possessions, even in relationships, by the way. See, sometimes this isn't all about money. The wisdom and experience you need to handle problems. You have the wisdom and experience you need to properly manage the problems or even your affairs. You know how to deal with them. You know how to handle them if they even come up in the future, because you know how to plan ahead. Your goals are well and truly accomplished, or they're soon going to be. So either way, whether it's in the birth of the idea and you still got all this work to do to build it, in the future, it's still going to happen for you. Now, if it's in the upright position, it just means order and discipline. You must have order and discipline. It's got to grow up. It has to develop, okay? All the branches have to develop. But do you see how there's a coin at every possible ending of that? No matter what, you will come into the money. Your goals are accomplished. You're even going to have plenty in all things, and you're going to have material well being. Now, you also, with this here, you have the immense ability to plan. So you must be like meticulous with plans, a great planner. Now, in the reversed, let's go ahead and go back to that planning part. The other reasons is there's some other variations that go around that. I'm sorry, I should have you make note of these. These are depending on the layout you're in. This card's a real particular card. It has a lot encompassed around it. So if, depending on other cards, you're also going to want to make note of these. So write these down, that it also comes with safety, security, accomplishment, wisdom, and freedom from any wants. So you're really going to be successful and you're not going to need anything. You may not even want anything because you're going to be that well taken care of. So also, depending on other cards, this can also indicate like a very well deserved vacation. Maybe you've always wanted to travel somewhere. This could also mean that you will have success in traveling and learning things abroad. So, you can see this card is pretty intense. It's got a lot of different meanings. So, this card will definitely rely on what the other surrounding cards on it in your layout or your spread will hold so that you can tell which direction the definition of this card is going. Now, in reversed, it's pretty basic. It's not at all like if it's in the upright position. In reversed, it just means deception, trickery, deceit. And it pretty much means that all these plans you've got in your mind, you're either going to just abandon them or they're just going to fly all over the place. There's going to be no order to it. So that's a pretty deep card right here. And then our last card is going to be the 10. 10 of Pentacles or coins. And this one signifies that you're pretty established in both your family and your business, and your well-deserved feelings of confidence, possible inheritance, they're all justified. Now, what you work for is in your hands. So this is a great card. It's very positive. If it's in the upright position in your layout, it'll show gain, honor. It also has a very strong emphasis on family matters. Now, with business established, there's time for personal affairs. You'll have gifts, pensions, wealth. You'll have time to spend with your loved ones because all your work is paying off. It's freeing up your time a little bit more now. Now, if it's reversed, there's chance, there's uncertainty, there's loss, and don't gamble. Okay, if it's reversed in your layout, not a good time. That is a huge hazard for your finances. And don't depend on your luck, okay? Because it's going to change all over the place like the weather. So if that's reversed, watch your money, watch the way you're handling things, and it should be fine. Again, the surrounding cards will also dictate to what degree it's going to be in. All right? Well, thanks for tuning in. And be sure to watch the next video where we're going to go ahead and go through the page, the Knight, the Queen, and King of Pentacles. So we'll see you back soon. You take care and have a magical day.